It's time to spin the wheel. I must play whatever preset it lands on, and then we will rank it on a tier list. It is randomly decided. Well, it's probably going to be some sort of OG. Yeah, we're playing OG. Finally, it's time to go back to the year 2019 and play the first edition of the randomizer as created by Wild Mouse. Let's fucking go, baby. Alrighty, let's hop into it. This is the original randomizer that started it all. Well, technically not. Fun fact, the first ever Symphony of the Night randomizer. Yo. Joel. Thank you very much, Diablo. Much appreciated. I appreciate the Joels. Technically, the first Soden randomizer ever was the Python script randomizer, right? Somebody created a Python script that just shuffled up the ROM or the relic locations, and that was it. And then later on, not that far later, but Mouse was like, I'm going to make my own randomizer with blackjack and hookers, etc., etc. You guys know the joke. And this is it. This is a recreation of that original randomizer. So, essentially, it's a pretty bare-bones randomizer, but there was technically an in-between version with the first logic. Oh. But essentially, the way that this randomizer works is starting equipment is randomized. Oops. Thank you, WJB, for the 39 month. Starting equipment is randomized. Enemy drops are randomized. Relic locations are randomized, and that's it. It's a very bare bones randomizer. You guys might be thinking like, okay, but how is this different from Guarded OG? Well, it's very, very similar. The only difference is this has the original relic location logic, meaning that certain enemies, certain bosses, no longer guard relics. I mean, that's basically the end of it. We didn't have the tools to do that in the original randomizer. I say we, but it was, you know, I didn't do anything. So Scylla cannot guard a relic. Castlevania 3 Trio can't drop a relic. Beelzebub doesn't guard a relic. Things like that. Broadsword. So it's a very bare bones randomizer, but I mean, this is how it was back in the day, man. This is just how it be. Yeah, no Doppelganger 40 either. This was the format for the first ever Soden tournament as well. Also, Karma Coin. Karma Coin stay goated. Hold on. You guys deserve it. It's the first randomizer of the stream. So, of course, you know we got a Gamba. We got to see if this is going to be heads or tails. If I made a randomizer, would I feature it someday? Maybe. If I like the idea and it seems fun, sure. Go for it. If it seems like something I would find fun and would be fun to make content about, sure. Yeah, to think that the first version of the randomizer came out nearly 5 years ago is crazy. Will I be president of Florida one day? Maybe. It'd be awkward, though, because I plan on leaving the state forever. Preferably before it, you know, sinks back into the ocean, as God plans for it. WJB with the 5 gifted. Thank you very much. Getting us to the daily sub goal. Much appreciated. Hell yeah. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Atlantis 2.
You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Leonardo, thank you for the Prime. You're a grandpa now? Congratulations, W. That's awesome. Huge. Gotta get that grandkid copy of Symphony of the Night. Gotta train these speedrunners while they're young. For the speedrunning Olympics. That is speedrunning congregation of sports events. I'm gonna get DMCA'd if I say that shit. They do not fuck around. Look, we all know the Olympics is kind of mid, if not like actively harmful as an event for like the home city that is hosting it. But the memes have been pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie. Silver lining, the memes have been kind of cooking as of late. The Olympic memes have been funny. I do love how everybody... First of all, Karma Coin 2? Electric Boogaloo. First of all, America, what is going on in this country? This country truly has fallen. We can't even get a single medal in shooting? What the fuck is the Second Amendment for? What? Some Turkish dude in a t-shirt shows up and gets a silver medal? Everybody else looking like a goddamn cyborg? Oh, God. It's unfair. We should have an advantage there. You're competing with machines and international spies, but we should have those too. It's America, goddammit. Look, it was one guy who missed it, one shot. It's not that big. Guys, it's not... Maybe Americans do suck at shooting. They're too busy drinking their Miller Lights. That's the issue. And getting freaking day drunk when they're going out shooting. That's the issue. Nobody's doing serious, dedicated practice. They're getting pissed drunk and then shooting guns. I can say that. I'm from Florida. I've seen it happen. I've been invited to such events. If they replaced the bullseye with a Bud Light can, yeah, we would have been cooking, bro. That's the issue. It needs to be a picture of like Hillary Clinton or a Bud Light can. And they would have been hitting that shit no problem. USA =1. Also, what's going on with the US basketball team? I'm out of the loop. Are we cooking or are we getting cooked? Americans need IRL aim assist. It's sad, man. It's sad. Freaking every goth lesbian I know on Twitter, which is more than one, funny enough, completely drooling over the gold medal winner for shooting. And I'm like, yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Can confirm, only been to the US once. I shot an AK while drinking Bud Light in some dude's backyard, which was a cornfield. Honestly, that's part of the American tradition, really. It's true. Just invent Needler from Halo and have that shit home in. That's not a terrible idea. AK, that's not American? I know it's not American. Dude, okay. This is going to ruin the chat, but I have to say it because it's fucking insane. Chat, I need you guys to be very normal. We're already talking about guns, which is like, you know, a very hit or miss subject on the internet. It's going to get weirder, and I need you guys to be chill about it. So my brother was talking to me about a coworker of his who was in credit card debt, so he was selling guns from his gun collection to get out of credit card debt. The most American thing I've ever heard, by the way. Sorry, your gun collection, you say? You're selling guns from your gun collection to pay off your credit card debt? My brother then informs me that the gun that he sold, yeah, I was worried that it was going to be missed Power of Mist. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. We have a library card. It's probably an insta-buy. Shield Rod, Alucard. Yeah, we have to buy that library card. 100%. Okay. Pretty good shop.
Farewell for now.
Was it credit card debt or was it medical bills? I don't remember. It was something that was incredibly American nonetheless. Probably both. He then proceeds to tell me, this coworker of yours, sorry, he tells me that the coworker of his is like, yeah, he sold a P90. And I was like, pause. I'm throwing this out there as just like a baseline, like, just between you and me. Is he a Nazi? Is he? Turns out the answer was yes. Look, an American holding on to a P90, all I can say is somebody who is a little too much into World War II. Americans who are a little too much into World War II? Bat check? Oh, you're right. I'm too busy thinking about how the internet broke me. Wait, P90 wasn't World War II. What was I thinking of? MP40. It was an MP40. I have COD brain. I'm sorry. It was not a P90. It was an MP40. No, P90s I think are still in use in certain like European militaries. I don't think the US still uses them. Maybe they do. I'm not into that. Now, that's a classic. Yeah, a classic is one way to put it. Ow! The only reason I even had the inkling in the first place is because, not to get too personal, okay. I dated a girl once. This is not a joke. She lived with her grandparents at the time. Her grandfather was a gun collector, had a bunch of World War II memorabilia. What is this? Is this randomized? Hold on. A bunch of World War II memorabilia. Girls, ew. Yeah, I know. How gay of me. Liking a girl? And the memorabilia was a little, you know, there was stuff from both sides of the war. It leaned a little bit in one direction that I wasn't super comfortable with. Very good people. No. We were Axis, so. Soviet? No, he would have been based then. No, that would have been epic and based. Don't you understand how the internet works? Long story short, later on in that evening, he used a term, a phrase that I was like, yep, this dude is 100% racist and a Nazi. Something along the lines of, we're just happy you're white. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Did I give off those vibes that I was chill with that? Or do they just not care because they're so old? Holy shit. Yeah, welcome to Florida. Welcome to Florida, motherfucker. This is why I don't date girls anymore, obviously. Just in case they have a racist grandpa. Fucking hell. Dude, I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all. Very USA, Florida moment. Was it the same one from the stream a few times? Yes, actually. Fun fact, yes. She was all right. She was fine for the most part. Grandpa, though, not chill. I mean, there's a reason we're not together anymore. What's the meme? But it's not me. It's everyone else. Wait, hold on. I have to get my beanie on to make that joke. Shoutouts to the 4 people who are so terminally online that get that joke. I mean, average grandpa. In Florida, yeah. Very Floridian grandpa moment. Anyways, let's focus on the randomizer now. That's enough of my personal life. Let me know in the comments below. Who's your favorite racist grandpa? That's a terrible call to action. Don't actually tell me. I don't want to know. I think it's a worldwide phenomenon. Maybe. Ooh, I'll take a heart refresh for the funsies. Let me get the karma coin going so we can talk about the Gamba instead of racist grandpas. So we can do another one afterwards. This will also reset the vibes, maybe. Vibe reset, go! It was Tails. Oh, I was trying to get the Kappa. I was trying to show the Kappa on screen. Is he stun locked? Is that a full stun lock? I was wondering. Maybe. Anyways. Tails wins. But we can run it back. Me playing Sonic the Fighters. Tails wins. Damn, I bet Sonic. Some people do be betting Sonic. Some people be betting Tails, so. I should refill my mana. We still have that library card as well, so we should look for some cash so we can buy cool stuff in the library. I mean, getting Bat this early is huge. One thing that is important to note, I know we're 17 minutes into this randomizer, and we haven't really talked about it at all. Important thing to talk about for the OG presets. There was no way to randomize the equipment, the progression equipment. So Silver Ring, Gold Ring, Holy Glasses, Spike Breaker, those will be vanilla. So because of that, an additional rule, also Gravity Boots, nice. An additional rule from back in the day, essentially it's called the Spike Breaker clause or something along that line, where essentially the preset or the rule set was called Glitchless Spike Breaker, meaning you have to collect Spike Breaker before you're allowed to get Silver Ring. Otherwise, Spike Breaker would just be skipped in 100% of the seeds. So, yeah. I'll get a Jewel Sword. We need money. The most amazing accidental thing that happened to Rando. Not only that, because the equipment locations are required to get to the second castle, Mist is required to get to Silver Ring, and Bat is required to get to Spike Breaker, because in logic it requires Bat plus Echo. That means in the first castle, guaranteed is always going to be Mist and always going to be Bat, which is just like such a nice quality of life thing for a randomizer. It's one of the reasons we have Mist and Bat, and it's less than 20 minutes into the seed, which is awesome. Seeds can go kind of lengthy if you get like Jewel of Open at the start and then like you find like Leapstone after that. But you're always guaranteed to have Bat and Mist in the first castle because you need them to get the Holy Glasses. So this ended up being a very competitive and very fun race preset just from those off of those basics. And those basics ended up being the basics of every randomizer to come. You know what I mean? OG is based. OG has always been based. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we ran an OG tournament again, just cuz. It's zero complexity, and I think people aren't going to like that. that much. And also, I'm pretty sure left side might just be optimal in OG because there's no Grand Falloon, but that doesn't matter. There's no Beelzebub and there's no Trio, which makes right side so much weaker. Cool that they got it right this early. It's more of the game happened to be really good randomized. Like, it was more of a serendipity as opposed to, like, clever design. Not to say that Mouse wasn't trying to design it in a fun and interesting way. But it was much more about serendipity than anything. I don't think it was, like, carefully crafted to be this, like, perfect little experience. It just ended up being really good. And as we have seen in the last 5 years, it is very difficult. Oh, thank you, boners, for rising up. I appreciate you. Much like the big boner. I think we have seen over the years that preset design is very difficult. Like, people are trying to design their own randomizer presets for this game all the time, and, like, they're cool and interesting, but they're also not necessarily the most balanced or fun to play in a race preset over and over and over and over and over again. Year one had back-to-back races almost constantly. Yeah. And we only had the one preset. Really. This was before the idea of presets existed. We had a randomizer. This was just the randomizer. So. The meme of the Olympic pole vaulter. I did see that, yeah. I couldn't tell if they were being facetious or not. But at the very least, it was a meme, yeah. I think the other thing is, yeah, the seeds would rarely exceed 1 hour, which means that you can kind of go back to back to back very quickly. The seeds themselves also, there tended to be a lot of useful heuristics, like always do this before doing this, which means that, like, if you weren't paying 100% attention, you could just look at your tracker, be like, oh, I'm missing a merman statue, so going to the caverns right now might be a little risky. So maybe I'll try All Rocks quarters first. Or you'll be like, oh, I always want to do caverns before All Rocks. Like, those heuristics made it so routing was a little bit less mentally taxing, and it was much more about the execution of those routes. I think people didn't like that the routes were kind of homogenized. But even then, we still had tons of races where it was like, dude, I'm doing a route that I've never done before. Like, 2 years in. Yeah, you didn't have to count complexity. The logic was, like, very simplified. Like, it made for a very casual, but, like, competitive at the same time environment for races. Like, there was still lots of room for improvement for sure, and, like, optimization and fun different... Dude, this is literally the Gamba seed. Another Karma coin? The heck? I mean... Okay. It's Tails again. Tails never fails. That's insane. But don't worry, if you guessed wrong, we got another one. There's no way it would be Tails 3 times in a row, right, guys? It's impossible. Everything about statistics would lead you to believe that it's impossible. What specifically is complexity? The idea of complexity is you essentially create a type of randomizer. This randomizer, by the way, does not have any complexity. But if a randomizer did have complexity, the idea would be you could essentially force a certain number of steps in progression before the game is completable. So, for example, if a preset had a complexity of 5, you would require that step 1, you collect some sort of relic that unlocks another area. Step 2, in that area that just got unlocked, you find another relic. Step 3, you unlock a new area, find a new relic. Step 4, new area, new relic. And you repeat that until you get to the number that the complexity is referring to. Finding mermaid statue before going caverns is huge. You know what, Matthews? Remember, gamblers, never quit. Your next win is any day now. It's true. The only time you actually lose out gambling is when you quit. When you're down, specifically. That's why you got to quit while you're up. But if you're up, that means you have money to play with, which means you can gamble. And it's basically gambling for free. Just keep doubling your bet. Casino would love you. Hey, if there's any casinos out there looking for a brand ambassador, some sort of content creator, influencer type for paid promotion, links in the description. My business email is down there. You can always return a debt by borrowing money. Talik, no. Bro, I am begging, please. Just let me borrow $1, please. I'll pay you back. Sell you my MP40. Hey, wait a minute. Since we have money and we have the library card, I'm big chillin' going to caverns right now for sure. For real, on God, no cap. Mana prisms were also in the shop that were relatively cheap, so like there's some cool stuff we can do. Let me borrow 1 garnet. I'll give you an onyx tomorrow. Let me win. Why are you asking me to let you win? I don't control the coin flips. Cheap mana in this economy. Whoa! Dude, remember when we didn't know about Gurthang as a community? It's just a mechanic in the game. And the entire, like, Soden community was like, wait, Gurthang can do that? For those of you that don't know, I'll show you in a second. There was a day where we didn't know Gurthang was busted as all hell. I'll take that. Gurthang got the girth, bro. You know I keep that motherfucking thang on me. Referring to Gurthang. So I'll give you a demonstration. With our lovely assistant,
Tribute. You steal
Succubus.
men's
Chewy.
souls and make them your slaves.
Thank you for the 4 months. One day I'll do a Shui on stream. This is a lie. I don't think I'll ever do that. So, check out the number. 57 from a normal slash from Gurthang. Also, it doesn't double hit. If I... Oops. Dark Metamorphosis. Thank you. It now does 114. And the hitbox has expanded to be able to double hit. Except I can't set it up. I can't set up the double hit because I'm bad. But if I was better at the game, it would have double hit. So I think it's like a 2.2 times scaling and double hit. So you're basically getting like a 5x damage output potential on that sword, which is insane. Welcome, Wicked Ryoko. Welcome. I almost called you Wicked Raiko, but that's my Yu-Gi-Oh brain speaking. That's my Edison brain speaking. If you do the quarter circle forward special on the ground, you can still double hit because the hitbox lingers around. The grounded one lingers? Really? Wait, why am I going down? Oh, I'm going down here for this. I was about to fight Scylla, but Scylla does not have a relic behind her because we're playing OG. Busted for just a little bit of MP. It's crazy. I mean, the MP doesn't really matter that much when you're just turning a sword into like one of the best swords in the game. The only downside is the time it takes to do Dark Metamorphosis, because that's like a 3 or 5 second animation or something crazy like that. At least it feels like it's a long animation. No, I missed my boat. This randomizer was also the place in which we like figured out like the general rule set for randomizers as well. Like the idea of playing randomizers glitchless was like not always considered necessarily at the very, very beginning, but it was very soon realized that glitchless was the wave. So, God damn it. A lot of bosses have to spawn in anyways. That is true. Certain bosses like it's definitely not as great for like Galamoth, for example. Because then you can't do... Because that's another thing that sucks, is if you transform into Bat and then untransform, you disable Dark Metamorphosis. So you can end up in a situation where, like, if you want to do the setup for Galamoth, where you wing smash behind his head and then stun lock him, it's you can't get the buff on top of that. So instead you have to do like the less reliable gravity jump setup. So yeah, it was like a week or two after release. But there was a period of time where the rules were not necessarily standardized. But this really is the backbone. This is the Atlas that is holding up the world that is the Soten Randomizer. And this shit's just, it's fun, man. Honestly, maybe I'm just a boomer, but it's simple, it's fun, it's neat, it brings me back. I think if we played this nowadays, though, people would just go for the most insane relic skips of all time, like skipping that relic check, for example. But who's to say? We were much more wary of skipping relics back in the day. When the only Gambo is relegated to creature, even then, most people agreed that, like, well, I can't really skip creature. And the fact that the creature skip was like the only big Gamba means that if you just played better than your opponent by like 2 minutes, it didn't really matter if they decided to skip creature and you didn't, because everything else would even out. Nowadays, you're just skipping creature? What's wrong with you? There's so many other skips you could do. Final karma coin for now, unless we find another one. Get him. Head! See, it can't be tails 3 times in a row. You guys know this. Previous results influence the future when it comes to statistics and random events. Everybody knows this. This is a true fact. My best friend in the whole wide world, YouTuber Adef, told me all about this. Yeah, it was a legitimate strat to offset gambles by just playing better and skipping more item checks. But nowadays, people's general skill at the game is so much higher. Because a lot of people were getting into Soten via the randomizer. Why did I just walk through the Echo of Bat without picking it up? I have never seen that before in my life. There's no reason to grab this warp. Adef's last video was fire. Adef is my friend. I just wanted to say that. I love Adef, man. Doing God's work, aka making YouTube videos about like math and statistics and like science related to video games, so my ass can pretend like I'm actually learning something. Feels so good. Or, you know, people who end up dying to doppelganger like absolute dorks. Yeah, who would do such a thing? Me, not me being bad at the skip 15 years later.
Souls and make them your slaves.
Yo, Shui, thank you for the gifted sub. To Alimra, shout out to Alimra. Top 4, top 3 Evil Zone champion of the world right now. Evil Zone GOAT, one of many. Yeah, we spike thy breaker. Hope you're doing well. Call me out of lurk. You know, it'd be like that. Feel free to... Hey, we respect lurkers in this community. We'll act like nothing happened. Evil Zone tourney was hype. It was a lot of fun. I'm excited to do more cool stuff like that in the future for GDQ events, or just events in general. I mean, I'm excited for more Soten stuff in the future as well. The Xenia stuff got me really thinking. Lurkers rise up. Wait a minute. Me skipping Granfaloon because he's not a possible check. Swarm skipping Granfaloon because he fucking hates that guy and doesn't fuck with Granfaloon. We are not the same. Maybe I dreamt it. Are you talking about the OG tournament when it was Meme vs. Talik? Yeah, Granfaloon isn't a check. Fuck that guy. Rant about skipping Granfaloon? Wait, why am I up here? I guess the idea... No, I can't. What am I doing? I just got brain scrambled.
You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
The you gift me, I gift you. Follow for follow, but it's gift sub for gift sub in my stream. I'm down. All right, now that we're actually paying attention, we're supposed to do Granfaloon. Or sorry. We're supposed to do All Rocks. Me with 100% brain capacity. That's the other thing that's nice about guaranteeing Soul of Bat and Mist in the first castle. You're never in a situation where you have to go back and forth between the castles just for All Rocks. Wait, I used my library card, right? And I didn't buy another library card, and I didn't buy mana prisms. Wait, I didn't use my library card. What? Bro, I am not paying attention. Hold on. Lock in. Chat, lock in. Yeah, Rando Brain striking early. I should probably go to my doctor. Be like, hey, so, like, I've been playing a lot of Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomizer. Oh, God! Sit down. Are you okay? Nurse. This guy needs brain juice. Stat. Commentating and running a marathon today. Oh, snap. Well, good luck, man. Diamond previous room. Bro, fine, I'll get the diamond. I wanted to skip it. I already got cash money. Look, to a gajillionaire like myself, seeing a diamond on the floor isn't even worth stopping for. It's like, what's the number? How much money has to be on the floor for Jeff Bezos for it to be worth for him to stop walking to pick it up? Because he makes like, what, 20K every second or something like that? So it would need to be like more than $20,000 on the floor for him to like stop his stride mid-walk to pick it up. That's me, but with a diamond. 1 penny. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I see a penny on the floor. Dude, pennies fucking suck, man. Like, why do we even have pennies? What a waste of a currency slot. It's a currency slot. We're not making any new ones. Canadians rising up with their superior lack of pennies. They are much more expensive to produce and maintain, yes. But society, if you tell people that their pennies are that they currently own are useless, would fucking... Americans are very dumb, stupid, goofy, and stubborn.
I'm interested in...
So as soon as you tell them a thing that was how it used to be is now different, everyone's like, oh. There's no reason to buy another library card, but I will. I mana in my prism till I shield rod. No, we actually just Alucard shield. There was nothing else worth buying, really. And then we ball out. Not even 99. Wow. I can't even afford 99. Bruh, I fell off. Chat, I need your help. Give me your credit card number and the 3 wacky numbers on the back so I can afford 99 mana prisms. 96, it's 69's cousin. Well, it's at 97, actually, so unfortunately. You can only get 1 in change. Yeah, nickels are awkward. For sure. Unless you give somebody multiple nickels on purpose. UK currency is more dumb. Well, wait a minute. We're seeing a lot of people talking shit on currency. Is it possible that currency as a whole in the digital age might be less useful than it once was? Maybe all currency is fiat and made up? Bro, you know that shit's like not real, right? It's just paper and metal, man. It's just paper, dude. Is a nickel a euphemism for something? It's a euphemism for... Nah. But we need cash to buy drugs. Yeah, true. We got to keep the cash circulation for drugs. You right. Fiat currency like the Italian cars? Yes. Whoa. Honestly, the Arcana is probably better at this point since I have infinite mana. You know what money isn't made up and is not fiat? That's right, garnet coins that you can only acquire by watching the stream over on twitch.tv/dragonblitz. And if you're watching on YouTube, you could also subscribe, which will give you the currency of E-Peen. Do you guys still talk about... Does this date me as like the oldest human being alive to talk about E-Peen? Is that like still a thing on Reddit? Do people still refer to internet brownie points as E-Peen? That's short for electronic penis. That's some 2010s lingo for sure, yeah. Well, I was actually talking about this with my brother. I live in a weird paradox where I am both the oldest person in my family and the youngest person in my family at the same time.
Make them your slaves.
Thank you, Razorblade. Because I asked my brother if he knows... Well, I didn't ask him, but it came up in conversation. My brother's younger than me, by the way, by about, like, 15 months. So almost 2 years. He's like 2 years younger than me. And I asked him, or I used the phrase quirked up white boy to refer to my older brother as a joke. And he was like, what did you call him? And I'm like, he's a quirked up white boy. You know, goated with the sauce. And he's just looking at me like I'm a fucking alien. And I'm like, bro, you're literally Gen Z. Like, these are your people. They came up with this. And he's like, you're online too much, man. And I'm like, no, you don't. No, I swear. He's a quirked up white boy goated with the sauce. And, you know, that was embarrassing to explain. But then at the same time, I also feel like I'm ancient because I hang out with you guys all day, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But I would argue that the average age of this chat room is like, what, 35? Got no Riz? That's what I'm saying! Terminal rando brain. It's unfortunate, yeah. It's unfortunate. Yeah, my mom looked at me when I was hanging out with her, and she was like, how old are you again? 26? And I looked at her and I was like, 26? I am not 26. Daigo is 43, we're good. True, as long as Daigo remains goated, then it's fine. If Daigo ever becomes washed, it's over for all of us. Little brother syndrome? Yeah, maybe. So, I mean, let's do a left side for the fans as a test to see if my theory that left side is kind of good and OG is worth it. So let's grab the warp. To be fair, left side is just the all bosses route. I think we always discuss the idea that maybe it's better if you have more relics missing, but if you have less relics missing, then I don't know. There was like discussions about what was optimal back in the day, but YOLO left side is also a viable option. Anytime I realize that someone wasn't alive in the 90s, I want to Alt F4. My roommate, by happenstance, happens to work with a ton of like younger people, and like she doesn't necessarily like look her age, but she's like older than I am by like a year or something like that. Anyways, they were talking to her and they were like asking her how old she was, and they're like, oh, what? How old are you really? Like, what, 23? She's like, nope. Like 90% of the people she works with were not born before 9/11. And it's like, you don't know what it was like, man. You don't know what it was like being in elementary school, seeing the towers fall.
You steal men's souls
And then all that other stuff, I guess. Kiramene! Thank you for the 38 months. Meanwhile, they're just Skibbity Riz Ohioing all over me, and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, when you realize that your graduation date is slowly becoming the birth dates of many of the people around you. Your high school graduation date, and you're like, oh God. I must be old. We already established that everybody in this chat room is old. Welcome to the retirement home. That's actually the new name for my subscribers, retirees. Welcome to the retirement home, where we talk about old shit that nobody cares about anymore, but we think is cool. I mean, my ass is like super stoked about a video I'm working on that's about Super Metroid right now, and that game came out before I was born. Having hair was nice. Does playing Soden add 50 years to your age? It can, yeah. I don't know. Age is like a weird concept past like 27 anyways. Who cares? GDQ retirement community is going to be sick. It's already a thing. What are you talking about? The GDQ retirement community is the current GDQ community. They're all old as fuck. The first GDQ happened 13 years ago? 14 years ago? Classic Games Done Quick was 2010, right? I remember MLG. To be fair, I remember MLG as well. But I was remembering MLG 2014 when they brought it back. MLG was not that long ago. I think the last MLG event was 2014, was it not? At least for Smash, that was the last MLG event. Clearly, MLG doesn't exist outside of Smash, though, so... This was a bait comment. This was a bait comment to make people mad. Last console gen? 2 console gens ago, kind of. Well, yeah, no, you're right, last. That's last gen. Get over here and die. Well, now we're in a 50-50 where it's like, we have 2 checks up here, 2 checks back at the beginning of the castle. So... not terrible odds that we just win, I guess. Well, now the odds are that it's back in the other spot. So, like, it's like the Monty Hall problem, right? Where you have to switch to get the best odds or something? I don't know. Is that correct? I did left side, yeah. I mean, this is still 2/3 chance that it's over here. Right? Or am I getting Monty Halled? Am I getting Monty Halled? 1/3 chance it's at Galamoth. 2/3 chance it's over here. Eep. Uh-oh. Now it's a 50-50. It only applies if you know one of the outcomes already. So wait, what you're saying is now I should beeline it to Galamoth? Because now I know it can't be Medusa? Because there's no host? I'm being Monty Halled by God, okay? God is the host of this game show. Dracula's the host. The castle is a creature of chaos and the host of this game show. Our Lord and Savior, RN Jesus. What up, Dark Squall? Welcome. And nope, I was correct. So I think that means right side would have technically been better because you would have skipped 2 checks instead of just 1. And possibly also got baited by, why did I refill my mana like that mattered? Also possibly could have been baited by Galmoth. So in this case, right side would have been slightly better. Would I like to play live action Alucard? I don't even begin to understand what you mean by that. Like in a movie? Like for fun? In a stage play? In my own head? Actor? The answer is probably no. LARPing? Now we're talking. Oh, I didn't see the who at the beginning. I just read would you like, not who would you like. Who would I like? I don't know. Who's an actor? Timothy Chalamet's an actor, right? I am anti-Northern Lion. I don't know any fucking actors or their names or their faces. I haven't seen a movie in like 10 years almost. My ass be watching YouTube videos. Do you count Summoning Salt, the history of Mario Kart DS World Records? Is that a movie? Chill, very chill sub-hour seed. That's the thing about OG, man. They just fly by. They just fly by. Arnold? I'm down for some Arnold action, sure. If Kai Cenat can bring Bloodborne to PC, I'll give him the Alucard role. Dude, I will say Kai Cenat, hella based. He has become FromSoft head, FromSoft pilled immediately upon beating Elden Ring. And honestly, I am so there for it. We need all of our strongest soldiers getting Bloodborne on PC, please. GG's, that was a chill seed. Honestly, I feel like that was a slower seed on average. I feel like back in the day, we were chilling. We were pumping out like sub 50s pretty regularly. So I feel like I played it relatively poorly somewhere around there. Maybe I just didn't optimize my library cards like I could have. I definitely didn't optimize my library cards like I could have.
For what profit is it to a man?
Either way, this was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and rank it up on the tier list. And honestly, I don't think it's going to be much of a shock for many of you. I imagine most of you will understand my position here, which is, of course, why is the timer on my screen? Get it out of here. Where's my timer? Get out of here. Get out of here, man. OG is goated, man. Honestly, I think it's the top of goated. It's so good, even to this day. I think it's goated with the sauce. Like, anybody asks me to like do a race of any preset or whatever, and they're like, we're playing Lycanthrope, we're playing OG, we're playing Nimble, we're playing Leg Day. Any of these, I'm like, yeah, let's freaking do it. Season 2 safe? Okay, sure, let's run it. Open? Okay, you know, maybe, probably not. Magic Mirror? You know, I'm starting to, and then it gets like, you know, progressively worse. But the April Fool's presets sometimes also get like a weird spike in race ability because they're funny. But as far as just like wanting to play the randomizer and having a good time and racing it with people, like OG is up there. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, OG might be better. It might be better than guarded OG. Because it simplifies a lot of the game and makes it so that way the seeds don't drag on too long and you don't end up in weird scenarios where you're like killing Scylla, but it's a 50-50 between Scylla and freaking Merman statue. I think it actually cleans up a lot of the routing and makes it a lot more fun a lot of the time. And there's less bait in the second castle as well. Like, OG might be better than guarded OG. It might be. It might be. But that's just my opinion. If you want to, if you have your own opinion, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Join the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, and I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Bye-bye, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.